I just finished reading this book, Scythe, by Shusterman, in the first book of the trilogy Arc of a Scythe, and I actually really enjoyed reading this book. So here is a brief review, kind of an overview of what it's about, because I would highly recommend reading this book if you liked, for example, the Hunger Games series or Keeper of the Lost Cities, because it's that kind of book, but it's even better because this is a dystopian or utopian in some ways kind of mystery, adventure, and suspense. So this is the first book here, and essentially what it's about is and there might be some spoilers here as a warning, but essentially what it's about is it takes place in a seemingly utopian society. So you've got a perfect world, or they think it's perfect anyway, sometime in the future, maybe 60 or 70 years. And everyone in this future world has conquered death. So there's no mortality anymore. No one ever dies for any accidental or even natural causes. So everyone in this society is basically immortal. Because if you get a serious injury, they have healing centers where you can go there and get revived. You have special pain and healing nanites in your blood even that will help to secure wounds and make sure you don't die. So it's really, they've conquered death entirely in this world. And I guess what could go wrong there? In fact, a lot could go wrong. And as a result of this, of the fact that everyone in the society is immortal, the rulers of this world have established a new coalition of people. And this people or society, they are called the Scythes, and their job is to basically randomly kill or glean people according to the population growth, because if no one ever dies, of course, population growth is going to get out of control. And so right here are the Scythe commandments. These are just 4 of them here. But you can see that the whole point of the organization is to kill people, or not eliminate, but just kind of slow down population growth. So that's the purpose of the Scythes. And in addition to that, there isn't really any real government here, any human government or any politics or anything of the sort, because you just have a central artificial intelligence entity called the Thunderhead, and that basically rules over everybody and everything and is able to simultaneously govern the entire world all at once. But the Thunderhead does not have any interference whatsoever in the operations of the Scythes. The Thunderhead keeps out of it entirely. So, and that's where things start to get out of control, because these Scythes are just running without much supervision. And as the book goes on, some corruption and greed and malice start to become apparent. And these are things that were brought out and revealed by the 2 main characters in this book. So, and they were plucked from their lives and basically thrown into the process of training to be a Scythe as an apprentice. And during their training process, all sorts of crazy things happen. Things go wrong from start to finish, and at every turn there's some kind of disaster that happens. And all of these disasters serve to reveal how corrupt the organization, the Scythedom, which is the collection of Scythes, how corrupt the Scythedom really is as a whole. And so this is just the first book, so there's a really suspenseful cliffhanger at the end, where one of the main characters fails their final test to become an actual Scythe. But we don't know what happens to the other one, and the tables have turned, and all kinds of crazy things have happened. So there's a cliffhanger at every turn, at the end of every chapter, and it's constantly an adventure to read this, because you don't know what's going to happen next. This book constantly is going to defy your expectations. So, the next book in the series, called Thunderhead, is what I'm going to be reading next. So, keep an eye out for a review on that book. There are 3 total in the series, plus a 4th kind of bonus book that details additional facts about the series. But so far, this is definitely a 5-star read, and I would highly recommend this book if you're looking for similar novels to The Hunger Games, or the Keeper of the Lost Cities, or anything like that. So, 5 stars overall, very good book, I would highly recommend.